Every time I hear this song, it makes me think of those overhead view, like cooking videos.
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Brunch Gimmick. I'm Lawrence. I'm joined here with Blair. Blair, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Had a nice chill weekend this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like you kind of host this, but like you always ask how everyone is doing. I want to know how Lawrence is doing. What kind of shenanigans he got up to this weekend.
This, a lot easier weekend like last weekend. Well, actually, no. Like, this week I was at Janelle Monáe. That was a
Nice.
really, really, really great show.
Mm-hmm. That's solid.
Like, yeah, and we also joined here by returning Mike. I'm gonna fix the graphic. The RK Athletic is.
I'm the voice of RK Athletics. Everything I say is fully endorsed and co-signed by RK Athletics.
That wasn't the graphic. That was a tattoo that we forced you to get.
Yeah, that's actually why I've been off brunch for the last couple of weeks. Is just a lot of scabbing and healing, and itchy face, all that jazz. No, I'm doing good. I'm awake barely. I rolled out of bed, half an hour before brunch time today, which is probably a new record for cutting it close.
Yeah,
new record.
I've been up since 7 o'clock.
It's Sunday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday, Blair. That's a problem.
Yeah, I'm about up.
Because during the week I'm up by 4:45, 5 o'clock. So 7 o'clock is like a sleep in.
I start my day job at like 10 a.m. on weekdays, so my sleep schedule is all sorts of insane.
No, I'm in the same boat as Blair. Like, I'm up getting showered at 5:30 usually every morning. And I can't sleep in. Like, I was up at 7 today, or like 6:45 ish, doing shit.
I've gone to bed at 5:30 a.m. more recently than I've woken up at 5:30 a.m.
That sounds exhausting, and I want no part of that. Like, give me my 10 p.m. bedtime every time.
I did on Friday. I was up till like 6:30. Just playing the new EA footy game.
Okay, question. Because I saw that, and at first I was like, I didn't know what EA FC was. Do they still make FIFA as well, or is it
no? So this year, FIFA decided to try to charge them double for the license than they usually do, which was already $150 million apparently. So they were like, we want $300 million, and EA was like, we're not fucking paying you $300.
Yeah,
or $300 million, and then. Instead, what they did was they went and they got the rights and licensing from literally like every other, like all the leagues, Champions League, Bundesliga, Premier League, all the women's leagues, all the men's leagues from like internationally, and so they basically just don't have the World Cup in the game, and everything else is there.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played a FIFA game since I think FIFA 94, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, I have. This is my first time stepping back into it after about 5 years, and I'm rusty.
Yeah, no. Last year's version, I was not very good, which is like first time I was like greatly annoyed by a football game. Like, like it was like what was weird is like one difficulty I would win like most of my games like 5-0. I go up one difficulty to make it more competitive. I'm losing by 5-0 every time. Like, I was trying to find a happy medium where at least like the games are competitive.
This is me and Madden this year.
Yeah, so another big week in wrestling this week.
Crazy.
Like, we were once again hit with like there was a bit of a pause last year, but we got with more roster cuts this year. Some of them you kind of saw coming. Like a lot of them, like Dolph Ziggler and just like the lifers, like Dolph Ziggler and Shelton Benjamin, which like
crazy.
It makes no like those guys were committed to that company.
Crazy.
I think the least surprising one out of all of them, and I mean this not in like a mean way, but was like Riddle, just with everything that's gone on with him the past like 2 years. Like, you almost expected it with him.
Like, I felt that was almost something separate too. It just like happened. The timing was there. Like, there was too much there. Even though like people have mentioned it, I doubt he has any say at all. But like, it is awkward when like the dude who hates you the most in the world is now a brand partner with your company. Like, Dana White hates Matt Riddle real bad. Like, really did. Like, when Dana White hates you, he fucking hates you.
Oh, for sure.
Like, and that would have been like for awkward bedfellows with both companies. Like, that probably made firing him easier, knowing that like the head of the other company you just merged with dislikes one of your top guys.
I'm sure that helps.
Yeah, but like Yeah, Riddle had way too much baggage on him. Like it's been in the works for a while. We've heard the rumors for a little bit now, and like it was weird that they didn't do it with everyone else. They just did it on the next day. Like that was weird, but like
Yeah.
there was a lot of the cuts. Like the main like three, like Mustafa Ali, who immensely talented, like is gonna land somewhere 100%. Like I don't think anyone. That dude, just bad timing every time. Make any shitty gimmick. Like Mike, what did you think of everything that happened this past week?
A lot of these people are going to find that the independent scene is in a probably better place than it was when they were last working it. Or, so as someone who's covering the independents, I'm like, all right, well, this is going to be some, some an interesting injection of talent into the landscape. Kind of how they were, kind of how it was towards the end of like 2020 with with those ones. But just great. Some of the names on that list, though, I'm just like, again, like people that you never expect, that you just figured they'd be there forever. Like, they were like part of the furniture that came with like the merger, and like that. And the whole remodeling of the roster again is, going to be something interesting to keep an eye on.
Yes.
I hope it's the end of it. I don't know. I don't want people to lose their jobs. That sucks. So.
Yeah.
But then also seeing some of the names that are now kind of out there, and there's so much more possibility for all of these people. So. I hope that they all just kind of land on their feet and hit the ground running. I'm sure the interest is going to be there for a lot of them to find bookings and work. So that's, that's like, at least a good thing for them.
You make a great point. Like the independent scene is not what it used to be. Like I think Matt Cardona is like, especially as like a former WWE guy, most recently, has shown like a blueprint on how to make money like consistently as an independent wrestler coming out of that system, as like somebody who was like especially like tagged as like a lifer of WWE. Like he was like one of those dudes who like very much, when you think of like the stereotypical superstar, like
that dude I can't believe that Zack Ryder, what the fuck?
Exactly. And like on one of like the most fun indie runs we've seen in a while, like somebody who's taken to it like to a fish to water, and like he's a great thing. Like, and you've also like the people's most like thing, which is like the reflexive thing, is like, oh, they're going to AEW, they're going to AEW. Like, no, I feel like Mustafa Ali probably better off in Impact, or like these guys could both like work stuff like they both work the independents and things like. I think obvious one to go to AEW would be Dolph Ziggler, just because his brother's there, and he's already like knows a bunch of people there. But like other than that,
I was thinking like, because with Ziggler, as soon as his name got released, you start thinking about it, and like there's a ready set like program having him and his brother team up as like the Hollywood hunks or something like that. Like just he can fit into that situation like perfectly. So like. With Ziggler, I'd fully expect him to be there. And, you mentioned Ali, and, like, a little trip over to Impact wouldn't be the worst thing, just to kind of, like, freshen himself up after working some of those independents. And after that, I could see him having a run in AEW. We know that Danielson is a fan of him because he basically picked him for that spot that Kofi inevitably had at WrestleMania years back. So eventually I could see him there, but... I'm hoping everyone, like they land on their feet, and like I think Cardona said it best. Like the world right now, like as much work as you put in, that's what you're going to get back from everyone, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
between Cardona and like another good another example is someone like Effie, who never been signed anywhere, and one of the most successful independent wrestlers you could possibly think of right now. Like him and Matt Cardona are the, people who have kind of set this very very high profile kind of blueprint and example of, you can totally actually just make a living off of doing independent work only, and how much extra shit you're willing to put into it, can really elevate how much that can be.
Fully agree.
The Effie merch line is real.
Yeah. Also, this week we're heading into Wrestle Dream, which is insane. They're like
bonkers.
It's like after you mention that, it's like, shit, we are.
Yeah, I know. Like, we went from having an AEW pay-per-view like once every 3 months or even once every 4 months to like 3 and 3. We're running a like, it just so happened like a more like frantic schedule than WWE. I don't know, like the WWE's had more time to breathe between shows than AEW has.
This is where you run a clip of the "I will never financially recover from this."
Yeah. Just like $50 each time. It's demanding. $150 in a month is a lot to ask. And Mike is gone.
He's not recovering from it.
Yeah.
The internet's cut off.
I needed a nicotine fix thinking about spending all this money on pay-per-views. Gosh darn it. The only saving grace to this is that I use a VPN and pay for AEW Plus, so I can get them for like $16.99 US, which it's cheaper, but like I'd rather still only spend that quarterly.
I look at it like I've spent $150 on a lot worse in my life, so as much as I may not want to, I still will.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to do it. I'm just like, that's a pizza with the pay-per-view. Come on, man.
Yeah, but like also Tony Khan came out this week, teased that this is going to be the start of a new era in AEW. Like he's promising some big announcement or some big change happening. Like, what do you guys think? Like, it could possibly be like, could it be like a merger with New Japan? Is it just going to be Edge showing up?
I hope it's bringing back the ratings or the rankings. Bring that back. I miss those.
So, like, it was
I'm
great.
saying that totally jokingly.
Okay, I'm like, yeah, but
like
I don't know what it could be. That's the thing. Like because he'll offer those surprises or like big announcements. They haven't happened as much lately, but like before with the frequency they were happening, and it was like, okay, every little thing was getting these announcements. So unless it's something like a streaming deal or something of that nature, like I'm not too sure what it could be.
No, it's it could just be like huge signings, like Ophelia is saying in the chat. It could be, it could be, hey, here's some more pay-per-views. It could be, partner. Yeah, that's the cool thing though about what AEW's managed to do with all of working with all these different companies and bringing in all of this. It could be anything. Like the possibilities are endless, and it's such a good. It's such a good way to keep people talking about what it could be.
Yeah,
they're so good at this.
Like, I legitimately went from like, although like some of the cards are like matches like Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. is just like the match I've been asking for a while now. Like that and Danielson versus Speedball are like the two like matches I want to see Danielson do before he hangs it up. Like, it's too bad like they don't have as much a working partnership with Impact as they used to, but like, man, that match needs to happen sometime soon. But
that whole Wrestle Dream card is insane, by the way.
Oh yeah, it like going through it, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be worth the $50. Like you've got that 6-man that was just announced of Ibushi, Omega, and Jericho versus Takeshita. Was it
Sammy and Ospreay?
Sammy and Ospreay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Statlander versus Julia Hart's gonna be cool. Eddie Kingston and Shibata.
Yeah.
Swerve and Hangman, like, whoa. Oh my god.
Swerve and Hangman, I'm so hyped for. And then even last night announcing the 4-way for a future tag shot with the Young Bucks, Gun Club, Orange Cassidy, and Hook, and
The Kingdom.
Is it the Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It's Young Bucks, Lucha Bros, the Guns. Bros. Yeah, it's Brothers, and then Hook and Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I can't wait till Dolph Ziggler shows up, so we have another set of brothers.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And the Hardys are there. You know, they're not in the match, but they could have been.
Yeah.
They could do a whole tag gauntlet of brother tag teams.
Yeah.
You got me so excited when you said the Kingdom, because like their stuff as of late with Roddy and Cole has been like top notch. I've loved everything they've done.
Just to be clear, we here at Love Wrestling and the Brunch Gimmick support neck health 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Neck strong.
Yep.
Neck strong, brother.
That's right. And if you find out somebody doesn't support neck health, you punch them in the penis and then you hit them with a pile driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, you're legally allowed to do that. That is a bylaw in most places. If they do not support nothing.
Mike Bennett said so. It's got to be okay. You know, he's always handing out good life advice on the internet. So why wouldn't he hand it out on television?
Yeah, I'm sure the police will agree with you. Oh, Mike Bennett said so.
Yeah. Mike Bennett told me to do it. Sorry, officer.
Like when they're sitting at the hospital bed and Taven has his rosary, like I lost it seeing that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
It's just like so ludicrous. It was great.
I mean, what match are you looking most forward to for Wrestle Dream right now, guys?
Odd.
I mean, I want to say Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr., but the fact that it's in Seattle, Swerve's like hometown, that's the one I'm most excited for. Swerve and Hangman. I think that's going to be just a banger of a match.
Yeah.
I've got this gut feeling about Christian Cage versus Darby 2 out of 3 falls. Also, Darby hometown guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a gut feeling about that match just being like a level of hooping that we were not expecting to see.
Lawrence, after you give us yours, I've got a question for everyone when it comes to Christian.
Yeah, I think mine is like the going to be the 6th man, just because I love seeing Ibushi show up so much. And like that's just going to be absolutely crazy. Also, Jericho announced that he is going to DDT to wrestle Takeshita, which is absolutely massive. Like, you just had TDT this past week make the world news because of Suzuki's match in a bullet train. That like legitimately made. I walked into work and it was on the French Canadian news.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah. And it was on like ABC covered it like
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is like absolutely insane. And now you've got Jericho going to DDT because like it's insane. Not many people still know about that promotion. Like everyone just thinks New Japan, and like probably Stardom, but like outside of that, like they don't know. Like Takeshita gets disrespect all the time because like they're like this young kid making his name. It's like he was a world champion in DDT. Like Speedball does a good brings up like it makes no sense that he's not shown there. Like he has been there doing this for a while.
Yeah, he needs to be treated like a world beater because like he's done it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so happy that they have this working relationship with DDT. Please let it somehow lead to fucked up wrestling for a fucked up world in AEW.
Oh yes.
I need Mao.
Yeah.
Like the fantasy booking of just like Mao versus Darby Allin, Mao versus Swerve Strickland, Mao versus Nick Wayne, like Mao Mao versus everybody in AEW.
Mao versus everyone in Seattle.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah, okay, I did maybe name off some Seattle folks there. Gee,
Just
you know,
take
you
Seattle
go,
by storm.
you go Pacific Northwest, you're killing it.
Oh yeah.
I see you, Defy, Prestige, new wrestling.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
Like Christian's run lately has been incredible. Like, I mean, very entertaining. He's been consistent in the ring. Where does his run from, as soon as his little heel turn with AEW, where does that rank in the world of like Christian runs?
Like, man,
Because he did have some solid like times in WWF and in Impact, but like I feel like this has been some next level stuff from him.
It's up, like, he got himself over as a champion without ever officially being the champion.
yeah.
Like nobody wanted to see Luchasaurus actually ever touch the belt now or any of that. Like, I wanted Luchasaurus to win the triple threat last night, but Christian still had the belt. Like, I was like, this is amazing. Find some way for Luchasaurus to win this, and then Christian celebrates the win after. Like, it's incredible.
Oh, yeah, like this.
Yeah,
this,
it's pretty up there.
Yeah, this is his best run in AEW by far. Like like even when he was at the beginning, when he was Impact champion in AEW, that like it was fun, but like didn't lead to much afterwards.
No.
But this right here, like him just going full just maniacal asshole and just like full egomaniac is absolutely perfect. Like he plays that role so perfectly. And like even the video that went viral with that little kid of him just naturally taking her title and posing with it is like absolutely perfect. Like you almost didn't want him to actually win the title.
Graduating from just specifically talking about Nick Wayne's dead dad to also now joking about hooking up with Nick Wayne's mom is like, oh my god. That just he's like an onion of awful, but it's such funny awful. It's such good awful.
Yeah.
Like, I have a dead dad. I can never meet Christian because I know what's going to happen. I don't want to be near AEW Christian. It would hurt too much. A guy I grew up watching making fun of my dead dad and just playing into it. Like, it's amazing the amount of times like he can pull that in AEW. Like the amount of dead dads are there.
That's
like,
yeah.
It still gets the same reaction.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah,
like
people like, okay, so like people knew it was coming when they were like, oh, Nick Wayne's in AEW. Nick Wayne, like Luchasaurus and Christian Cage are feuding with Darby a bit. Darby's friends with Nick Wayne. Christian's gonna say some shit about Nick Wayne's mom, dad, isn't he? And then lo and behold, it happened, and people were like popping because they knew it was gonna come. They were popping because they knew he was gonna cut a promo on Nick Wayne about Nick Wayne's dad. It's crazy.
When they announced Rodman showing up, like someone on Twitter was like, "Oh crap, Rodman's dad has passed away. What is Christian?" And it's like, really? So anyone who comes in, that's the first thing you're looking at.
Oh, but like Rodman would have shoot fired him because he doesn't not in on the bit. This motherfucker's talking about my dead dad.
Double Team. I think that's the movie he was in. Oh. Yeah.
With Van Damme.
Yeah. Okay. It was Double Team,
amazing
right?
movie.
Okay.
Double Team. Yeah, so good.
Okay, I have to think about that.
One of my favorite like shitty '90s action movies. It's not even like shitty. It's just like you know how they just made way too many of them in the '90s. Yeah, and
the action boom.
Yeah, the action movie boom. That was definitely one of the like better ones that came out of that pile of mostly mid to awful action movies.
It's disappointing how few of those like 90s and late 80s action movies are on streaming services, because there's some, but there's not nearly as many as there should be.
Whatever streaming service puts Romeo Must Die on there, you take my money. You've got it.
Mm-hmm. It was on Netflix for a bit. I don't think it still is though.
Just give me all of those, like that 1998 to 2002 Jet Li run.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Exit Wounds
Yeah.
with Steven Seagal and DMX.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Prime Jet Li was just something else, man.
The one.
Let's go.
Let's just watch these
Yes.
movies on stream now. Spencer's not
Yeah.
watching.
Look, one of them is bound to be on like Tubi or something, right?
Yeah.
Surely we can just pull this shit up on stream.
I know what I'm doing for this today.
Yeah.
I know
Jet Li
we-
movies.
I know we were gonna watch some Love Pro Wrestling, but how about instead?
Oh my god.
Shit. Yeah, that's probably that's gonna be my whole afternoon up until I play D&D today. Now I'm just gonna watch some. I'm gonna watch Romeo Must Die. I'm gonna go find that.
Mm-hmm. There was one other one I remember. I think it was Kiss of the Dragon.
Yeah.
I
With
think.
I can't remember who was opposite him in that one, but I vaguely remember that one.
I always like I remember when like Unkback dropped and it's like they like played it more to like he's doing like all his own stunts, like they played it like really big for some reason, that like because especially like there were like bigger set pieces in that one too, where it was like he straight up like his hands on fire at one point or something like that. I remember like that being a big thing, and I saw that one in theaters.
I don't think I've seen it, but on Tuesday I'm going to go see Expendables 4.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was like literally like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, they made a fourth Expendables.
No, I didn't even know. And then you see like 50 Cent is in the commercial, like Tony Jaa's in there, I think. A whole bunch of others. Like, hell yeah, I'm going to go check this out. I love the first one, so why wouldn't I love the fourth one?
Yeah.
I have to see it. It's like every time they make a new Rambo movie, I'm like, it's just gonna be like, you know, it's just action porn, but
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Give me all the explosions and gunfire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess we do actually have to watch this match because Spencer will yell at us. Or we could just watch Unkback the Thai Warrior and see if he notices. If I'm here next week, we'll see if I get in trouble.
Hey.
But yeah, we've
Next
got
week we're all
Taryn for...
Next week we're going to all try to be on brunch from Spencer's place, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
3 of us off of his Wi-Fi.
All in different rooms.
Yeah.
Just never acknowledging you're in the same spot either.
The only way you'll tell is that Rip will show up in different cameras.
Yeah. Rip, how do you travel here so quick?
Everybody meet Rip, the teleporting dog.
Yeah. It's weird the government spent all this money on teleportation and gave it to a dog. Like,
Yep. Spencer actually invented it himself and and installed it in Rip. My chair's falling apart. No.
Hey, Goose.
Referee of the year. Just ask him, man. He'll tell you all about it. It's the first thing he told me when I met him. You can see that. Wolfboy Will Mantla making his way to ringside. He made his LPW Clandestine Wrestling Society debut last.
Hey, there's Zach. Good thing we didn't queue up on that.
Yeah. Hey, Zach, we weren't just going to watch action movies.
His debut last month.
That's definitely a thing I wasn't about to do.
Took on the champ, Zoe Sager. Zoe got the win, but I'm sure Wolfboy gained
Oh,
a
look
lot
at that.
of experience.
Goose will be a part of
He's
the
gonna need it.
Quizplex at Hitman's Bar next
I was in the
Sunday.
front row for that one last month.
Honk, honk.
And quite frankly, I hope his taxes are paid.
Well, Zoe gave him a slap. I think his teeth had a...
Yeah, Quizplex will be doing 2 live shows. One will be online for with contestants there, and the other one will be for the people in the bar.
Clandestine Society member in good standing.
Hosted by Zach and
Taryn
Spencer.
from accounting.
go. Yay, coffee. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah. He's about to get his
We
spinach.
mentioned that big scramble match tomorrow
Getting
night.
coffee.
Taryn counting.
Oh, I can
Also
feel the
has a
pumpkin
chance to
spice
become
coursing through my
second
veins. I'm
ever.
coming alive, boys.
I'm gonna punch through this wall, PSL till I die.
Someone always finds a way, it seems.
Look,
There is absolutely strength in numbers.
if there's one
especially
thing
here in
people know
LBW.
about me, it's
You
that
don't got
deep,
somebody
deep
watching
down
your back,
inside,
well,
I
it's
am
gonna be a lot
a
more
basic
difficult than it needs
bitch.
to be.
Let's not forget that wallet of Archer.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we could go a day
Aw.
without mentioning him.
Is that Rip?
Yeah, the teleporting dog.
It's Luna.
Luna.
Hi. How are you? Ow, ow, you bit my fucking lip.
Sorry for laughing.
What a heel turn.
I was not expecting that.
There's a lot of
Oh,
Taryn
you
fans in the crowd.
Jerk.
Ring that bell, my man.
Okay.
Zach, to answer the question, there is a calendar there. I don't know if it's the right. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the right one. It looks to be the right one. Yes.
She bit my
They
lip.
spend a lot of time together. Training.
Mike,
I'm
I
sure they move
apologize
in
for
different
laughing at you.
circles.
I was not expecting that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I get. I get. Sometimes she'll get like really aggressive when she's going to give me a kiss, and she'll just like flap her mouth shut so quick that her little row of teeth at the top and bottom at the very front of her snoot just kind of pinch me a bit. So she bit my lip. She's very paw forward when she does anything. So I get punched in the balls by my dog like several times a week.
Ducking that clothesline and hit the back heel kick.
It
Scamper
you know,
going for a
perks
quick
of having a
uppercut.
German
Hold on.
Shepherd, I guess.
Wolfboy showing some good agility.
Every so often you can catch somebody off guard, you can steal a win. Sometimes you shoot the puck from anywhere.
Hey, just get pucks deep.
I'm trying hockey analogies here.
Just get pucks
I don't
deep.
know if it's working, but hey,
There we go. God damn it.
Ooh, the Ravens are winning. Let's go.
Are you gonna make me watch this entire fucking Kia commercial?
Oh no! Oh, they hit us with 2 unskippable ads. This is this should be punishable by death.
Just go with that fallback.
I promise I will learn at some point how to properly use Google Drive. I gotta close that.
caught a hold
No
of
thanks.
some hesitation from Wolfboy.
Yep.
Taryn's veteran instincts will kick in any hesitation. She will take that opening and she will make you pay for it. Fired across the ring, charging in with the clothesline.
Experience shows.
Nah, Luna knows I support neck hell. She can't hit me with the
The only
pile
way you get that
driver.
experience is by getting in there and getting those reps. Up and over. Some athleticism shown by Wolfboy here. Nice arm drag. He can string together some more of that.
Taryn looks flustered.
Landing on his feet. Keeping control of that arm. Looking for the Russian leg sweep. Nicely done.
There's some truculence.
Love a good
Truculent.
Russian leg sweep.
I didn't know I had to bring my dictionary for this. Come on, man.
You're a Brian Burke fan. It's his favorite word.
I'm a product of the Calgary Board of Education.
Oh,
Crescent Heights High School, class of 95. Anyway,
jeez. Just ask you.
You know, it was something really cool that happened a couple weeks ago, by the way.
What?
I met
ducked
Lawrence.
the first one. Not so lucky on the second.
Was that the C4 show?
Yep.
Yeah.
On his feet.
That was so much fun. That was such a good show.
Back elbow to the back of the head. That one connected.
It was a very, very good.
Fired across.
It was a very, very good card for me to have picked to finally go to make it out to a C4 show. Couldn't really have asked for better.
2 count says
The 2022.
Look at that, Ophelia.
you're getting checks from
Dropping
everybody,
in.
aren't
We will
you?
be seeing Wolfboy making his main card
Make
debut
that
this
money,
week in the
right?
Scrabble match.
I don't blame you. No one's paying me for nothing.
Shout out Wolfboy.
Yeah.
2 count
Not getting
only.
paid for this, boys?
Well, I mean, I got paid for this, but no one's paying me for name drops.
Big up and coming star, young man.
Those are on the house.
Just to show, like,
I like that you're seeing this.
Elbow
the
with
next
authority
wave
into the
setting
sternum
up
of the
in
Wolfboy.
AEW. You've got Jared
Trying to cave that
Rogers,
chest in.
Wolfboy, like
Yeah,
constantly new young guys coming through, new young wrestlers coming through.
like through either the Clandestine Society or other schools. Like,
well documented.
like the wrestling scene out west is only growing stronger, and it's really awesome to see. Like,
Mantla trying to fight up from
we as
underneath
just like
right
fans of
hands.
LPW get to
Caught
see
by
all
the
this talent on the
waistband, able to
regular.
duck that
It's
clothesline.
really, really awesome.
Almost eyes in the back of his head, but not that time.
Elbow followed by a spin
And
back,
you can
followed
too
by an
by
elbow.
checking out Love Pro Wrestling on YouTube, where pretty much every match ever is eventually going to be uploaded. Like they go up there constantly.
Yeah, like it's why Spencer's not here. He is editing matches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're so inclined to, if you don't want to go into
Wolfboy
YouTube,
favoring that
sign
lower
up for the
back.
Love Wrestling Patreon because there's matches up on there too. So I mean, all your bases are covered.
Still got some fight.
You can even watch the shows live on Twitch. What? For
Like the
free on
show-
Twitch? What?
Like the show this Friday.
Couple of Dutch
PW19
clotheslines, both have
Speedball
the
strikes
same
first.
idea.
So I'm just saying, Friday night.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah,
a
not
couple
much
of that.
reset
Cue
button
it
on
up.
Look
the
at
thing.
that. Triple advertise, triple plugging.
Yeah,
Yeah, watch a potential, not even potential. Watch a Canadian wrestling dream match between MRB and Speedball. Just saying.
Not a
Yeah.
lot of movement yet.
and also if you're a Patreon, you can see the video version of the Grainmaker podcast. Look at that smiling face there.
These matches,
Where this past week,
We
me and
survive
Lumberjack
and
Larry
thrive on
just
your
laughed
support, and
for
for
an
that we
hour
thank you.
straight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you and I have similar, like similar, I guess, podcasts in the sense of, basically we interview like independent talents and
getting
stuff,
the better
right?
of Taryn.
Do you not find that
Using
like
his elbows to great
the
success.
conversations where you just talk about almost no wrestling whatsoever, and you just end up having just this great discourse back and forth for like a good hour and a half just turns out to be so much more fun
Stalking his
than
prey.
even if there's like little to no wrestling discussion that actually just happens on there. It just they those are just ones that always turn out to be
Enough for the upset.
like the most fulfilling feeling episodes in a way.
Yeah, like even with that one, I kept it very like when I planned it out, like just what I was going to talk to him about. I kept it very like loose,
frustrated. Wolfboy
and I found that
Perhaps
right off the
going high
bat,
risk.
just like the back and forth between us, it was like we'd known each other for years.
got
and I
caught
kept-
taking too much
that to
time.
me, it's like
Yeah.
it's one of the best
Experience coming through again.
Yeah,
of course.
you just get
is a horrible way to
you
land
fall
on the
into
top
the
turnbuckle, but
conversation without like having to.
Hung out with a dry
It's like the ice is
snap
already
over
broken
the
on it.
suplex.
It's like you
Taryn
all that
for the cover.
that first minute awkwardness of finding the rhythm is
Mantla
just
showing some tenacity,
taken
but
out
we
of
will
it.
not go quietly
Love it.
into the night.
We had talked for like an hour and a half on air, off air, and like by
Mm-hmm.
the end of it, it was like, so we'll grab a beer when I'm out there. It's like, yeah, we're gonna crush a few beers. Like,
Oh,
let's
for
do
sure.
it.
Hey,
Looking for a second vertical
oh
suplex.
god damn, she
Inside
really got
cradle
me
from
good here.
Mantla.
Holy shit.
Oh, that was a deep two.
Cotter coming in with the kick. Perhaps looking north.
Oh, nice.
With the
That's a
bridge.
nice Northern Light suplex.
Two again.
Can't keep her down with that bridge. He's got to find something else.
He's got to keep on.
This might be it.
Yep, the high impact's adding up. If he can add another couple.
What's he looking for here?
This is the first Wolfboy match I've seen, and it's pretty impressive in the ring.
Repositioning our official. He's got something in mind. Swinging through with the leg drop right into that rib area. Hooking the leg. Now it's Taryn's turn to show some tenacity. That's alliteration. Calgary Board of Education. Crescent Heights. Class of 95. I like this guy already.
Man, Calgary public schools are just taking a beating on commentary. Though.
Yeah.
Hooking that right arm across that middle rope.
And also, I was 5 years old in '95.
Oh,
That was
Live rounds.
1995. Yeah, I wasn't much older, honestly. Yeah, no, I'm 7.
Taryn looking to crunch
Oh.
some
I'll
numbers.
just keep mine out of
And I
discussion.
believe Wolf Boy is
Yeah.
heading back to the pack.
Blair, if I find out that you're like,
TFA with the win.
I don't want to dox your age on stream, so we can do this after. But like,
I was 14 in 1995.
But I have to say, Will Mantla's getting some
was
good
12 years away
experience
from
against some
being
There
absolute
is
top
no-
quality opponents.
there is
And
no
these are
way.
all learning experiences.
How are you younger than me? Like, people look at me, I'm like, I don't know how, but somehow he was in Vietnam. Lawrence has the like eyes of who has seen atrocities.
I am stunned to find this information
Yeah.
out because I would have just assumed that you can't possibly be older than me.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a
aging so
wild
great.
kid.
You're aging so gracefully, Blair. I hope you feel good about yourself here.
I do.
Hugging it out.
I like that. I can go to the gym and
The
lift
fans what
more
they
than
want,
people
boys.
half of my age.
You gotta
That's a
send
nice
them home
feeling.
happy.
Well, also looking like them.
Exactly.
Let's go,
This
Wolf
has
Boy.
led us
Yeah.
to our main
Huge
event.
popcorn. A little bit cheering for him. There we go.
Nice to see Wolfboy in action. I'm hoping for more of Wolfboy when it comes to LPW.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a big week. You're heading out there for LPW. Well, what day are you heading out?
I'm flying out Thursday, so I'm going to make it in time for the LPW clandestine show. I'll get there like an hour or two before that, so I'll get out there and just take it all in. I'm very excited for it. Happy to see some friendly faces and some new faces, and it'll be a good time.
Speaking of
It's
which,
going to be a very good time. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. Like one of the best feelings is getting out to a show and meeting people that you've spent so long talking to on the internet, and then
Yeah.
like they're just there, and you're like, "Yo, what up?"
Yeah, it'll be good, and like see some familiar faces, like seeing some new faces. I'm hoping that Jared Rogers is there, the wily veteran. I want to say hello to him, and I have to remember to pack Ophelia's shirt for her. So that is what I'm going to do as soon as I get off the show today.
yeah,
Got a little grain maker shirt coming your way, Ophelia.
Yeah.
yeah. There's Zach,
Yeah,
also on his way out to host a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
Zach's
Yeah.
got a busy schedule coming up too. This is not a vacation. He's gonna be having fun, but still keeping busy. Speaking of which, massive week this week here at Love Wrestling. I made sure to loop it so I don't get it. This week we've got special edition of 4 Exposure, right? Coming up tonight.
Yes, you betcha. Where we are going to be previewing LPW 19 Speedball Strikes first. Pluggo, myself, and if I'm not mistaken, Boris is going to be joining us.
Awesome. We've got special interview coming this week. We've got Between Two Beards, and of course Friday, the big show, which everyone if you're watching this, go to Twitch, watch this show. This match has been in the making since the inception of LPW. You've got Speedball versus MRB, a meeting of two of the standard bearers of Canadian wrestling right now. This is not only that, a full card. You've got the LPW Challenge Championship. We've got all the titles on. This is gonna be a massive show. We've got Firmly AW again on Sunday, previewing Wrestle Dream and going over the week that was leading in the go home shows, and a special edition of Quizplex. That wasn't enough. Live from Hitman's Bar, hosted by Zach and Spencer, like we mentioned earlier. Plus, you've got the ROH post show. You've got the Brunch Gimmick right here next Sunday. Absolutely massive week. Again, if you're watching this and you're not in the Edmonton area, check out Speedball Strike first. This is one of the first matches that with the inception of AEW came up. absolutely huge week. And also, we mentioned earlier, just want to thank all our patrons. Marissa, Kyle, Art Miller, Bree, Peggy, Ophelia, Bebe, Uncle of Light, Ryan, who says Pluggo needs to apologize to Rad. No, he doesn't. Sarah, Andre of Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk. Thank you so much for constantly helping us out and enjoying some of that great content we have. I'm going to start with Mike since I just talked to Blair. Mike, what do you got coming up this week? What's going on with Indeed?
Yeah, Indeed, Fightful Overbooked every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Me and Righteous Dredge talking independent wrestling with people you know and love from around the world of independent wrestling. This week, we've got Crossbody Pro Wrestling Internet Champion, The Standard, Matthew Grant. Yeah, one of my Hamilton homies. So, talk about all the good things in and around my city. Week after that, we have... that's October 4th, so that's Alyssa Marino.
Yeah.
That'll be a fun one. Week after that, Alex Storm, ring announcer for Warrior Wrestling. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Got 50th anniversary, or 50th episode, 50th anniversary. Yeah, fucking right. 50th episode.
Are you older than Blair?
Yeah. 50th anniversary, I invented podcasting.
Yes. Yeah, the internet.
The internet. Yes. First ever podcast.
Yes.
I'm actually 85, so I'm aging more gracefully than
Al Gore stole that shit from me.
No. Our 50th episode's on October 18th. We have a super special guest for that one, the Mother Brain Dark Cheek.
Oh, shit.
So that's that'll be a good time. Tune into that. Other than that, I don't know. Like, go to indie shows around Ontario, and you might see me and like get a high five, and maybe we'll do legal Canadian activities in the parking lot.
By that he means playing bocce. He means playing bocce
like
ball.
helping old ladies cross the street.
Yeah. No, we're actually. I actually am just gonna set up a bunch of desks, and we're gonna play pamplemousse.
Yeah. Blair, how is your week looking going to LPW and everything? What's going on with the Great Maker Pod?
Well, you can find me tonight with Pluggo, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 Mountain Time, 3 Pacific. We're going to be doing a special 4 exposure with Boris talking LPW 19. So that's tonight, Sunday. Just released a podcast with Lumberjack Larry Woods. It is incredible. It's one of my favorite ones I have ever done. So go check that out. And this week, you'll probably drop a few days earlier. Amina Belmont, who has been ripping it up in the Midwest, down in the States, Chicago, Minneapolis, Minnesota, all those areas. She's been crushing it. She's dipped up to Canada a little bit. So she's going to be on the podcast this week and just started doing the October show. So I recorded my first October show this past week, trying to figure out some details with some of the other ones, but stay tuned for some fun announcements with guests.
Yep. And as for me, you can catch me back here every Sunday on the Brunch Gimmick. I also just had a week where I just bounced around different shows. Like I was on Quizplex earlier as my official host title is Chaos Producer, as we crowned Puff not only the new Quizplex champion, but the new IWS Women's Champion, which, like, if you did not watch the replay back, Chaos ensued as both the IWS Women's Championship, or if Katrina Creed won, she'd be C4 Tag Team Champions with Pretty Ricky in a Love Pro Wrestling sponsor thing.
Yeah.
So next time Pump shows up in Montreal, legally he is now the women's champion. We have not asked Andrew or Manny. I'm sure they'll approve. I don't know if they'd care at all.
It's not in the U.S. I'm sure stranger things have happened anyway.
Yeah.
Off being the women's champion in IWS.
But yes, you can catch me back here next week. Again, implore everyone, watch Speedball Strikes First. LPW 19 this week. We've got Blair going out. We've got Zach going out. It's going to be a massive, massive show. We're all super excited about it. we're gonna like going into our show in January too. We're just gonna be doing bigger and better things. Like we're growing rapidly. I want to thank everyone who was in the chat today. Philia, Omar, Zach. I forgot anyone. Yeah, for coming to hang out on a Sunday. We really appreciate it. So for Blair, for Mike, and I just want to thank you guys. Have a good week, everybody.
Drink a
Bye-bye.
pumpkin spice latte.
We are not doing pro pumpkin spice, you basic bitch. This is not how this ends. No, we're gonna stay on 3 more minutes, and you're gonna sit in your anti pumpkin spice. It's fine. It's an okay drink. Goodbye.